This is MSR TV6 15 Minutes News. In the headlines, vocational training plan approved by Collectivité. Elementary school open in Belvedere. A renowned faith-based leader visited Prime Minister. These stories with much more details coming up right after this.
MSR Cable TV, simply the best.
On Tuesday, the Executive Council approved the contract for the Territorial Plan of Development of Vocational Training initiated by a steering committee chaired by the President of the Collectivité and composed of the professionals in the training field. It comprises of the Collectivité's first master plan to implement training programs determining the common objects of various players in the territory. Furthermore, council members have extended a CAP refrigeration and an air conditioning course. This training program for young people under 26 years old is co-financed by the Collectivité and FSA and in 2-year alternative course. 9 local businesses have already agreed to accept apprentices and the final exam will be held in July. An inauguration ceremony was held for the long-awaited new elementary school in Belvedere in time for the 2014-2015 school year. The project was made possible mainly by the Ministry of Public Housing, Spatial Planning, Environment and Infrastructure, VROMI, to the tune of 3.2 million guilders, and the Dutch funding agency, USONA, who put 1.7 million guilders. The elementary school is 4,000 square meters and consists of 8 classrooms, 1 music room, arts room, play area, and a gymnasium facilities. However, an additional 4,500 square meters is still available for educational purposes, which may be accommodated by 4 additional classrooms if and when expansion takes place. The school in the Belvedere is named after Dr. Anders Alma Fleming Rogers, who herself was a long-time educator. The Honorable Prime Minister Sarah Westcott Williams of St. Martin on Tuesday received a courtesy call from renowned motivational speaker, leadership expert, and faith-based lecturer Dr. Myles Munroe and entourage. Dr. Myles Munroe is the president and founder of the Bahamas Faith Ministry International, BFMI, and Myles Munroe International, MMI, a Christian growth and resource center that includes leadership, training institutes, and mission agencies, a publishing company, a television network, radio and web communication, and a church community. He is Chief Executive Officer and Chairman of the Board of the International Third World Leaders Association and President of the International Leadership Training Institute. He is the author of 23 books and is a motivational speaker. During the visit to the Prime Minister Sarah Westcott Williams and Dr. Munroe discussed various items regarding the governing institute on St. Martin and the history and development of St. Martin over the past few decades. Prime Minister Westcott Williams also talked about her personal history and developed as a politician leader and a civil servant to Dr. Munroe, who will feature the Prime Minister and St. Martin during a full-featured article in his various media outlets. Dr. Munroe thanked Prime Minister Westcott Williams for the dedication to St. Martin political development and for her dedication as a political leader. Prime Minister Sarah Westcott Williams congratulated Kevin Jeffers on receiving the Jeune Christian Aviation Scholarship Award on Tuesday. The Prime Minister praised Jeffers on his dedication and wished him much success as he continues to pursue his career to become a commercially licensed pilot. Prime Minister Westcott Williams also expressed her satisfaction at the airport naming the award after Jeune Christian, the island's first female air traffic controller. During the 2013 International Women's Day celebration, Prime Minister Westcott Williams honored Ms. Christian for her contribution to the development of the aviation industry on St. Martin. Prime Minister Sarah Westcott Williams received the first copies of the Integrity Office poster from Director of the Department of Kingdom and Interior Affairs, Bay Akka, at her cabinet on Tuesday. The posters, part of the Integrity Campaign of Government, contain a wide variety of information and background information on the integrity program for St. Martin, as well as information on how to maintain integrity in the civil service and who to contact for questions, comments, or complaints regarding integrity. And as the island are glued to the television for the FIFA World Cup 2014, the Prime Minister of St. Martin, Sarah Westcott Williams, joined the community in showing support for the Dutch national team currently playing in the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil. The Prime Minister attended the Netherlands versus Chile match at Holland House and joined in the cheering the squad to a 2-0 victory. Several cases are still being investigated by police and detectives. However, officers still took time out and held a ceremony concerning some new addition to the police force. Here is police spokesperson, Inspector Ricardo Henson, to elaborate more.
Well, okay, Mr. Andrew Dick has been arrested on suspicion of fraud. He is here, his detention has been extended, of course, and I don't want to get too much with the details, but it is something that the detectives are investigating. In the past he had a problem like that before, but nevertheless we can't tie the two. They are different cases, and I hope that we ensure that we would have some kind of result, some kind of answers to what exactly happened. But as I said, the detectives are investigating. His detention has been extended, and we hope that within short we have some information.
Is he cooperating with the investigation?
But I most definitely will think so, because he has already had his lawyer, and if he is not guilty of anything, I don't see why you should not cooperate with the investigation. So I leave that up to the investigators and the public prosecutor's office and let them decide that. But that is what I have for now.
And also on the next outstanding case with Yardi in Dutch Quarter, can you let me know if the body have been released and what?
Well, I don't know if the body. I think the body has been released now. The autopsy and everything has been done. So the body probably has been released by the public prosecutor's office. But that definitely has to be given by the public prosecutor's office to see if that is indeed the fact.
And Mr. Ricardo, the police organization laid to rest with her family, Glenda Webster, who have worked with you all for almost 10 years. And it was well put together ceremony. Can you elaborate on
yes,
the
you
whole
see,
preparation?
yes, okay. The passing of Glenda Webster is something that is very serious within the organization, because Glenda is part of our organization. She has been working with us since 2005. And she is an asset to the organization. Glenda is a very popular person in the sense that she answers the phone, she deals with people at the front desk. When I said she answers the phone, she is the phone book for us. She doesn't have to write down the phone number anyway. Everything is in her. She has it in her head. And any number you need, if Glenda is not at work on a certain day, you want a number, you can call Glenda on her phone and ask her the number, because she has it in her head. And that is something that we definitely miss. Everybody inside the organization misses her, for especially those tiny things. I miss her because every morning I would come into work and she would be standing there just to see me come in and ask me, how are you dressed this so nice today? And all of those things, those little things make a lot of difference. And now she's not there anymore. We prepared as a team together with the families and friends. We prepared a very nice send-off for her. And as you can see, all our colleagues came together, and we have given her also a spot in our in the place where our fallen colleagues are portrayed, and she has gotten a spot there because she definitely deserves that, and that is what we did for her and her family. Her family members are very happy with the way the send-off went. We did something that they could always remember, and they are very happy, and so are we. And we are celebrating her life, not her death. Yes, I'm not mourning her
Mr.
death.
Ricardo, we saw that the family was escorted into the police station. What was that?
And that is exactly the moment that we took out to put a nice picture of Miss Glenda in the area where all our fallen colleagues are put, and by picture.
And there was a ceremony, a small ceremony held for the police
Yeah,
officers
that
yesterday. Can you
that
elaborate
has
on
happened yesterday. Yesterday we had a small ceremony that was held at the BBW building on the Soccer Garden Road. That is where we intend to put our police training school. But we use the premises because it's the area is much larger. 36 police officers or officers received their diplomas for detective training. Which is very good. Now they are completely certified, and of those 36, 6 of them, which are females, are now full-fledged police officers. They are ladies that came over from the immigration department and continues their studies within the organization. They went through the training in St. Eustatius that was given by the Marechaussee, who has been definitely instrumental in getting these young ladies trained to full-fledged police officers, 6 of them, and I'm quite happy to say that they have passed their test successfully, and soon they will be put into functioning complete detectives. I mean, they are very good at what they do because they are specialized in certain things. And then we had 2 police officers that are trained in tactical training. So they would be training the officers how to deal with situations on the street when it's time to use their firearm, how much necessary when you say you have to arrest somebody, what exactly to do to avoid too much harm and thing to the persons that are involved, or to the suspect, let's say. And so the tactical training, they have been in Holland for quite a while. They have finished their trainings, and these 2 officers are senior officers, and they will be put into to work and train the young officers that are coming up how to definitely deal with situations on the road. And then of those 36 detectives that I said that received, there are more specialties that are going to be taking place within those detectives. So we are going to further advance their training. So you can really look out for a police organization that is really doing its best to train its people and to give the community better service, the best service as possible.
So, Mr. Ricardo, we can safely say that the police force not only is upgrading on the building and the system, also manpower.
No, we are investing a lot in the training of the people, and in the training of the people that work with the organization. Not only the police officers, but even the civilian people that are working within the organization. They too are getting different trainings, and we are upgrading our people. We intend to start our recruitment drive again and get off the ground with more police officers, because we need more, and that is what we are heading to.